What's going on, guys? Kaiger here. Yesterday I put out this video right here on how to use 4 classes in PVE. Now I'm going to tell you how to use all 5 classes in PVE. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I put out this video right here, do more damage in PvE, where I show the 2 main classes and I use in little pictures the 2 other classes you're kind of swapping between to get bonuses to do more damage. Someone reached out to me last night showing me a video from another content creator who is using 5. Almost exactly the same thing I'm doing, but they do something very special in the beginning. I also want to point out that I am kind of trying other things, as you see on the channel. All the way at the end of this line, you'll see Master Roshi from an anime, Dragon Ball Z, that I did a deep dive on, as well as the 3rd video over here. I'm checking out the new Overlord game for mobile. Now, coming over here, I'll have the link to the video down below, and what this gentleman here is doing is we're going into Fire Elemental, starting it, and what's happening here is using Kageguri of Ninja, we are stacking up our hand seals, and there is a cooldown till they go away, but if you gain a charge, then you keep them. And what's happening here is they're waiting until they have 3 and 3 of the 2 types. This is going to be damage increase and crit increase. So once we start the fight, we're going to owl protection and then go into my the normal situation I talked about before, which I'll show you the first rotation here. Alright. 2-2, waiting for Shuriken, and then we'll start up. What? Oh, okay, I thought I was going to do one more Shuriken to have the bonus. Okay. So, secondary class, we're swapping to Book to get the Star Blessing to get crit and attack increase. Then we're swapping to Bow to get Never Miss, which is yet again attack and crit. Then swapping to Cannon, and from this point we're doing effectively the same thing that I did in my video. It looks like they're preferring the 2 other classes than I do. For myself, I prefer Dragon Fighter and Armorer, which is why you're doing which is why you're getting this crit. But this person right here is using Dragon Knight and Mechanician. They're also doing a very similar strategy, going between 2 full playsets of fire units. So you're keeping the skills up. Now, of course, they would have Natsu on there as well. And something very important I would like to point out is, obviously, because we're doing crit, we're going to want what's it called? Burning Ashes, which once you trigger a core skill, it's going to give you crit rate, crit damage. And because fire, you also want to pay attention to the boss itself, because fire boss loses HP because it's built for Anatheria, who does bonus damage when they're under 40%. So based on the boss we're fighting, we would also bring in Slaughter, which would do a bunch of damage. We could also think about doing a holy rotation in here. You'll see they do a third team of Earth. Well, they're also doing a holy. I would do 2 fire, 2 holy, because of the passive. Instead, obviously, if you can afford it, instead of doing the Earth. If not, Earth is definitely good. You put on Marigold and Carnation. It does a bunch of AoE damage over time, and you just go to town on it. You also want to have, ideally, you would have 2 cores of Slaughter and Mantra. You would have 2 Slaughter, 1 Mantra on every single one of your teams, as well as the 4th one is kind of up to you if you prefer Fighting Will or Fierce Attack. That part comes down to preference, but having a mantra on each one and keeping up, this is going to require a lot of button presses. You're going to be doing a bunch of fairy switches, a bunch of weapon switches, and if you do not remember how to do a weapon switch, let me check right here. You click your picture right there. That'll take you back. That normally you can't see the bag. It will take you back to the bag section, which you can then put on the weapon. You want to make sure, as I said in the other video, you want to make sure that bow has a never miss on first skill, and book has Star Blessing on first skill, and then watch the numbers come in. Till next time, guys.
手伝って燃やすんだ。全員まとめて俺が倒してやる。
仲間を守るための権利、弱さはいらない。天輪ブルーメンブラスト。行きましょう。みんなを助けるために全力で行きます。